caste society later for this, we got this mark of the beast coming out, then you know, look, I can't accept it. I got to stand against it.
Right.
Righteous rebellion. But as long as their ordinances don't go against the ordinances of God, you got to obey.
That's right.
What's wrong with it? All about order. Read down to what? 15. Read on down.
All right. Verse 13 again. Submit yourselves to every ordinance of man for the Lord's sake.
See, the key word is for the Lord's sake.
Yes, sir.
Right. See, so it has to be concerning the Lord. You know, and his sake tells you when a man says you can no longer worship God, that's where you draw the line. That's where Daniel drew the line. That's where Moses drew the line. That's where Joseph drew the line. That's where Paul and Silas drew the line. But all of the other things, clicking and ticking, different things like that, have y'all seen what happened in a high-speed crash with no seatbelt on? Texting out the window and onto the highway of oncoming traffic. You got on a RoboCop uniform and you did concrete.
Right.
So y'all, a lot of things ain't, you know, you just rebelling against the system because Christ said, for the Lord's sake, I raise these kingdoms up.
Exactly. Render the Caesars what Caesars.
What Caesars?
But giving the Lord was he.
That's right.
Come on, brother.
Submit yourselves to every ordinance of man for the Lord's sake, whether it be to the king as supreme, or unto governors as unto them that are sent by him for the punishment of evildoers, and for the praise of them that do well. For so is the will of God, that with well-doing ye may put to silence the ignorance of foolish men.
By well-doing, you put to silence all that matters. And you see, if you keep yourself in the fear of the Lord, they ain't even got no power. They don't even mess with you.
Now think about this, y'all. If they don't handle this business out here, hell, half of us scared to do anything with these youngsters running the block. You let them do whatever. Breaking cars, sell dope all in front of your house, on your steps. Different things. If it wasn't for that law, how are you going to work? You know who crawled through your window. They was on the porch when you left. They on the porch when you get back home. Ain't no white man came from Chesterfield and crawled through your window. What you gonna do? Who you gonna call for this?
Come on, boy, yell it out.
You have to have a system in place to protect you from that. That's why that court system is there. Because if you take it into your own hand, then we got laws. Everybody got a pistol. Judgment taking place in the streets.
Boy, in the streets. Man, you got some over there?
Well, y'all.
I can't hear you. The use of marijuana? If you live in Colorado and Washington, where is Washington?
Cali,
Michigan.
So it's on the line. You in Missouri. What are the ordinances of Missouri for that? You have to know that. Look, you have to know that. Look, we're not telling you to go do anything or not to do anything.
Listen up.
It says the ordinance of man. Missouri has an ordinance for that. If you violate that, get ready for penalty. If you don't violate it, then you good. But you can't say because Genesis 1:26 say it's legal, they can't tell me I can't do this. That's your whole concern. Well, if that's your concern, move to Colorado. That's right. That would lift your burden. But if you think you're going to hold this up and shake it at them and show them, and they got these ordinances right here, you're going to be shaking this from behind the gate. Turnkey! Turnkey! Man, just start raking that cup on the balls. Turnkey! You fooling yourself.
They let them open up bank accounts now too. You feel me? For those that's living in them states and doing their little business, they open up bank accounts and all that.
All you have to do is go to Colorado. If you believe in it that hard, back it up. Where the shop at? Where the shop?
Go ahead, Dick.
They passed it for a law on the news not too long ago. They said it was laced the weed with some kind of chemical. So that was really the reason why they got looking behind what's going on behind the scenes with they gonna let something free go out.
Man, y'all look this up right here. Because your enemy don't never do nothing just because, you know, look out for you. Now look up Salvia, Denver, North.
Right.
People, this stuff look just like weed. People jumping out of windows.
That stuff they call K2.
Yeah.
It's something, no, it's something totally different.
Salvia, same effect. Same effect.
Hey, y'all type this in right here on
Hold it
YouTube.
down, y'all.
Y'all type it within seconds you get it.
Hold it down, y'all.
People jumping out of windows. You feel me? So, hey, guard your grill. Like, you shouldn't be addicted to nothing but the Holy Spirit anyway.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Guard your grill. If y'all type this in, it's going to blow y'all mind how people shouting out.
Right.
And it looks just like weed.
They call it good salvation.
You feel me? So, hey, you know what I'm saying? We wouldn't tell you, like, you know, yeah, dog, you know, go get your blunts rolling. You feel me? We can't condemn you for it either, because it ain't condemnable or damnable by death. You see that? So all we can tell you is, look, guard your grill. Watch out.
Sally, how you spelling that?
Salvia, S-A-L-V-I-A. Diva, maybe that's an A right there. Diva. I don't know how to spell it.
Right. When y'all start typing in Google, it'll say you mean this.
Leave me normal.
Right. It'll point you.
It'll pop up. And it's just a matter of time before one of these dope boys get that and sprinkle that in his pot.
Absolutely. So while you learning about it and you ain't studying, you looking at that saying, yeah, that's what I want.
Underline the first five.
I got that in South.
No, under the dividend.
No, divination.
Divination.
Right.
Yeah.
As soon as you hit that, you go right into a
Hey,
whole little.
Yeah.
They show people jumping out the windows. People jumping out the windows. So y'all watch yourselves, man.
Yeah. Right.
Watch yourselves, because I mean, look, you shouldn't be addicted to nothing anyway.
Right.
Nothing.
Holy Spirit, food, and water. You cannot live without the three of them. You can live without the plant. You can live without alcohol. But you can't live without food and water. Food for 2 weeks, water for 3 days. Unless you're on the Holy Spirit. Then you upwards of 960 hours without both of them.
All right, let's get this. Matthew 21. Matthew 21, 33 through 46. We got a few more. Y'all so many though.
That's right.
So many. It said the volume of the book is written about Christ himself. So right. It's so many. We can never get through all of it in one session. But then you bump into more. You know what I'm saying? But understand this. The Messiah himself was spoken of from the beginning. And for anybody to come in the spirit and try to deny, especially this late in the game, you off, way off. Man. Spirit of error.
Look, y'all, the thing gonna come up when they legalizing same-sex marriage, so we supposed to do that. They ain't asked you to do that. They said a man can still marry a woman. Ain't that still legal? Especially in Missouri. Missouri is man and woman.
Right.
They're not making anybody a man marry a man. They say if you choose to, you can. But if you choose a woman, you can marry her too. So we have to be careful in what we're promoting to people and saying, look, they say also a man can marry a man. Well, do they say a man can still marry a woman? No, no. Okay, well, we need to see that in their laws where I have to marry a man and a woman have to marry a woman, and they command that this is the only way marriage can be. So y'all, you want to be careful that you're not doing three-quart Molly in yourself just because of what they allowing in that nation. What they allowing is what we've been reading about in Matthew 24. It's going to be like Sodom and Gomorrah. So you need to look at that as what is warning you how close you are to the second coming of Christ. Because in Noah, men were still marrying women. Noah married a woman during that time right before the destruction. His 3 sons had wives before the destruction. But the rest of them was out of control. Just like Lot, he had a wife and daughter. But he was surrounded by same sex and different things, and he kept to what he was supposed to do. So be careful when you say the law is saying you have to marry a man. They ain't never said that. If they ask you to prove that, you couldn't.
No, they're just allowing wicked behavior.
That's right.
They're allowing them. Since they're allowing it, people are like, oh, cool, off. Time to kick them. All right, get Matthew 21, 33, verse 33. Verse 33. The stone which the builders rejected, the same has become the head of the corner.
Y'all, we ain't got long, but come on, scripture, y'all.
The Lord what you doing.
Right.
The book of Matthew, chapter 21.
Verse 33.
All right. The book of Matthew, chapter 21, verse 33.
Yes, sir.
Hear another parable. There was a certain householder which planted a vineyard and hedged it round about, and digged a winepress in it, and built a tower, and let it out to husbandmen, and went into a far country.
Come on, bro.
And when the time of the fruit drew near, he sent his servants to the husbandmen, that they might receive the fruits of it.
All right, now check this out.